I was diagnosed back in 2001, I think, with a very rare form of headache, a migraine that is called a cluster headache. And they didn't know quite what to do about it, so they started to medicate me. They were happening 3 or 4 times a day for 45 minutes each, and I was basically completely unable to function as a human being. When the episodes became chronic, I was given a choice that I could either be a zombie and not in pain, or be in pain and be a human being. And I basically felt that that was really not an option that I could live with. It also meant that I could not sleep lying down. I could only sleep on my right side sitting up, which meant that I probably maxed out on about 3 hours of sleep a night. When it was suggested to me that I come and try this NUCA chiropractic, which I did, and then my world changed. I basically was able to have hope again. I am now pain-free for about a year. I have not had any headaches at all, and that I credit to this form of chiropractic. Before I got to NUCA, the only treatment that they could think of that might help was an injection to the back of my neck where the trigeminal nerve comes out of your spine, and that would freeze that nerve for approximately 6 months. But the downside would be that I would look like I had had a major stroke, and that when the hydrocortisone wore off, the pain might be even worse. So that was my option, and I did not consider that to be a viable option, and I was not willing to continue as a half-human being. She cracked the process of the headaches happening, and that night after my first adjustment was the first night I had slept through the night in more than 8 months. I am an experienced nurse, and I have worked in intensive care. I'm a medically trained person. This stuff is magic. It is basically, but it works, and I know why it works, and I know how it works, and I don't understand why it is not more accepted by the medical community, other than it takes no drugs. There are no drugs involved, and there are no expensive surgeries involved. And it could be that that's why it's not accepted by the medical community, because I don't understand why this isn't widely practiced. I have been able to peacefully retire from my nursing career, and I am awaiting the birth of my grandson, and I am willing to, I want to travel. So I basically greet each day with, oh, I've got a day. I've got another day. So it's, yeah. And this was given to me by NUCA. The staff here have been awesome. They remember my name. They remember some of the things about my life, because I have a tendency to sort of go off at the mouth. And they have been very concerned when I was first coming in, how I was doing. Now that I am on the path to wellness, they greet me with the same kind of joy I feel when I'm coming in. So it's basically been a wonderful trip. NUCA started me on a whole nother path, and it's basically a path of self-healing. And it is a path that is leading me in strange ways to a different kind of wellness than is expected by the medical community. And it's one that I control, and one that, through the help of Dr. Meekum, I have opened up to a whole other range of wellness that doesn't exist in Western medicine. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be a grandma. I'm about to be a grandma, and I wouldn't see my grandson, if I hadn't come here. This started me on the road to recovery.